What if you were to bump into a black hole? Not even a powerful telescope can visually detect a black hole. Black hole can suck any matter that lurks or is present near its vicinity. Hey guys, this is Prashant from Untitled, and today we have a special story, and that story is about black holes. What if you were to bump into a black hole? Well, our universe is filled with many mind-boggling and spectacular celestial objects, but none probably provokes more excitement and curiosity as black hole does. For several decades, the black hole has been a subject of great debate and introspection among the scientific community. Even the mainstream media and general public seems to be enthralled by this celestial object.
Black holes, the monsters of the cosmos.
And now we're getting our first image of the supermassive black hole.
A black hole is usually a place in space.
Fastest growing black hole.
But what is it about black holes that makes everyone go so excited? Well, the answer is gravity. Gravity is one of the most powerful natural forces that exists in every corner of our universe. Scientists claim that if not our gravity, our universe would not have existed in the first place. In a nutshell, everything in this universe exerts gravity, including our own physical body. And when it comes to black hole, it doesn't just exert gravity, but it exerts a really massive amount of gravity. So massive is black hole's gravitational pull that not even a ray of light can escape it. And because not even light can escape black hole's gravitational pull, no one can actually see a black hole. Not even a powerful telescope can visually detect a black hole. More importantly, no one really knows what exists inside this crazy celestial object. To make long story short, black hole is one of the scariest objects out there in the universe. This brings us to the fundamental question. What will happen if you were to bump into and fall into this scary celestial object? Will you be really able to survive this dangerous encounter, or will you die in a flash of a second? Well, no one really knows the exact answer. That's because no space agency in the world has had the courage to send an astronaut near a black hole. Hence, the answer to this question lies in the realm of speculation. Well, black holes are essentially born when a massive star explodes in a supernova explosion. That massive explosion leaves behind a hot dense core. If this core has a really huge mass, theoretically speaking 3 times more than the mass of our own sun, the core will collapse as it will be overwhelmed by its own powerful gravity. The core will then eventually get transformed into a black hole. But don't let the name black hole fool you. It is not an empty space as most of you might think. Instead, it is a massive amount of matter packed inside a small area. Try imagining the entire New York City getting squeezed inside a tennis ball. With so much matter packed inside such a small object, imagine the gravitational pull that this small object will exert. The popular German scientist Albert Einstein was probably the first scientist to predict about the existence of black holes. He made this famous prediction in his groundbreaking theory of general relativity. Since then, scores of scientists, including famous physicist Stephen Hawking, have come out with groundbreaking findings with regards to black holes. But despite these in-depth studies, our knowledge about this weird and strange celestial object remains more or less speculative in nature. Since black holes are invisible objects, it is almost impossible to decode them. This brings me to a very interesting question. If we cannot see a black hole, even with the help of a powerful telescope, then how do we really spot one? Well, scientists usually spot them by studying the gravitational impact on the nearby matters and objects. Thanks to its supermassive gravity, black hole can suck any matter that lurks or is present near its vicinity. Now let us talk about the main thing. What will happen if you were to encounter a black hole? Try imagining a hypothetical scenario where you and your astronomical friends are traveling in a spacecraft for a Mars expedition, and suddenly your spacecraft bumps into a black hole. What happens next? The answer what happens next will depend on various factors. One of the factors being event horizon. Bear in mind that once you cross event horizon, you will end up risking your life. But what really is event horizon? Well, actually, every black hole has an event horizon. It is nothing but a boundary. Once this boundary is crossed, you won't be able to escape black hole's gravitational pull. Many call this region as a point of no return. Try as hard as you can, but you won't be able to resist black hole's gravitational attraction. You will probably end up getting sucked in black hole's core in a matter of few minutes. How will you get sucked will eventually be determined by the type of black hole you are dealing with. Well, scientists have widely classified black holes in 3 types: stellar, intermediate, and massive black holes. Let us first talk about stellar black hole. If you want to cross the event horizon of a stellar black hole, then you will end up becoming a spaghetti. Yes, you heard that right. You will end up becoming a spaghetti. Well, scientists call this process spaghettification. What this means is that your physical body will become as flat as spaghetti as you start approaching the center of black hole. Many scientists argue that the impact of the stellar black hole is so strong that it will end up completely tearing up your body even before crossing the event horizon. However, if you want to spare yourself from such terrible fate, then you should try falling to an intermediate and massive black hole. Intermediate and massive black holes exert a less gravitational pull than stellar black holes. This means that your body will likely remain unharmed as you cross the event horizon. The gravity will be pulling both your feet and head with almost the same strength. But no matter which type of black hole you end up falling into, the result is the same. You are not returning back. You will be permanently crashed inside the black hole and you will not be able to share your experience with anyone else. In a nutshell, you will be dead and gone forever. By the way, the story does not end here. There's another very interesting thing about black holes. This has to do with the time and space. When a person observes you outside of the event horizon, that person will see a completely different picture. As you are getting sucked inside the black hole, the concerned person will witness that you are slowly falling down until there comes a time when you will be completely frozen. For that person, you have never crossed the event horizon. For many, this may sound completely absurd and crazy, but in a black hole, time and space switch their roles. At the event horizon, time comes to a standstill while space moves forward. In other words, the basic law of physics are completely turned upside down once you are in the territory of black holes. The space and time as we know it simply does not exist. Scientists claim that there are billions of black holes across our universe. There are millions of black holes in our Milky Way alone. In fact, there is a massive black hole right at the center of our Milky Way galaxy. It is millions of light years away from our planet Earth, and that's a good thing. And if you were to take a spacecraft right now to travel to that black hole, it'll take thousands of years to reach there. In a famous sci-fi movie Interstellar, we saw Matthew approaching a black hole, and that was in the movie. In real life, getting anywhere near a black hole's event horizon is probably the most curious thing. The sheer uncertainty and unpredictability as to what happens once you are inside a black hole is enough to drive us completely nuts. Famous scientist Stephen Hawking once claimed that black hole can be a path that can lead us to a different universe. As scary as black holes are, they will never stop to amaze us. They will forever remain an eternal mystery for us and the scientific community. In a distant future, we might develop a technology that might help us get near a black hole or even peek inside it. But until then, it is safe to remain completely aloof from this dangerous celestial object. Well, that was it for this story. If you like this video, make sure to hit the like button and subscribe to our channel. And yes, hit the bell icon to never miss a special story like this. This is Prashant signing off. See you in the next one.